everyone, and welcome back to Learn English Hub. We are so incredibly happy that you decided to join us for today's episode.
Welcome, friends. It is so wonderful to sit down and share this time with you again. I hope you are all having a fantastic and peaceful day wherever you are listening from.
I have my cup of hot tea ready, and I am feeling very cozy today. We have a very special and highly useful grammar topic to share with you.
We certainly do, Emma. Today, we are going to talk about the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. I know these two tenses can sometimes confuse English learners.
Please do not worry if those grammar words sound complicated right now. We promise to keep everything very simple, clear, and relaxed. You will understand it perfectly by the end of our conversation.
Yes, we will take our time and use many easy, everyday examples. Our biggest goal is for you to feel comfortable and confident when you speak English.
To begin, let us think about what these two tenses have in common. Both of these tenses are special because they connect the past to the present moment.
That is exactly right. They both show that something started in the past, but it is still important right now. Let us start by looking closely at the present perfect tense.
We use the present perfect when we want to focus on the final result of an action. The action itself is usually finished, but the result matters to us today.
To build the present perfect, we use the helper verb have or has, and then we add the past participle of the main verb. For example, the past participle of the verb eat is eaten.
Let us look at a very real and simple example. Imagine I tell you, I have eaten my dinner. This means my dinner is gone and I am not hungry anymore.
That is a perfect example, Emma. The action of eating is completely finished in the past. However, the result in the present is that your stomach is full.
Here is another common situation for our listeners. Let us say you are looking for your house keys, Daniel, and you cannot find them. You might tell me, I have lost my keys.
Yes, I would definitely say that. I lost them in the past, maybe 5 minutes ago or an hour ago. The important result is that I still do not have my keys in my hand right now.
Exactly. The focus is on the present problem. You do not have your keys right now, so you cannot open your door.
Another time we use the present perfect is when we talk about how many times we did something. We use it to count things that are finished.
That is a great point, Daniel. For example, I can say, I have watched that movie 3 times. The watching is finished, and I am giving you the total number.
Or I could say, I have visited Paris 2 times. The trips are completely finished. I am just sharing my life experience with you.
Life experiences are a beautiful way to use the present perfect. When you say, I have traveled to Italy, you are talking about your life from the past until now.
You guys are doing great so far. Just remember that the present perfect loves results and finished amounts. Now, let us move on to our second tense, the present perfect continuous.
This one sounds a bit longer, but it is just as easy to understand. We use the present perfect continuous to focus on the activity itself, not the result.
To make this tense, we use have been or has been, and then we add the ing form of the verb. For example, I have been working.
We use this tense when an action started in the past and is still continuing right now. It is an ongoing activity that has not finished yet.
Let us imagine you are standing outside at the bus stop. You have been there for 30 minutes, and the bus is still not there. You would say, I have been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes.
I hate when that happens. In that example, the waiting started in the past, and you are still waiting right now. The action is not finished.
Exactly, Emma. The focus is on the duration. which means how long the action has been happening. The present perfect continuous loves to talk about time.
Let us look at another example with the weather. Imagine you look out your window and the streets are very wet because water is falling from the sky. You would say, "It has been raining all morning."
That is a wonderful example. The rain started a few hours ago, and it is still raining at this very moment. It is a continuous, unbroken activity. Sometimes we also use the present perfect continuous for an action that just stopped, but we can see the physical evidence. For example, if I am breathing very heavily, I might say, "I have been running." Yes, that makes perfect sense. You are not running right at this exact second, but the activity was continuous and you are still tired from it. The focus is still on the heavy activity. So, to make it super simple, ask yourself what you want to talk about. Do you want to talk about a finished result or an ongoing activity? Let us compare them side by side to make it even clearer. Imagine you are reading a very long and interesting book. If you want to talk about the pages you finished, you use the present perfect. You would say, "I have read 50 pages of this book." That is right, because 50 pages is the final result. But what if you want to talk about the time you spent reading? If you want to focus on the time, you use the present perfect continuous. You would say, "I have been reading this book for 2 hours." Beautifully explained, Emma. I have read 50 pages focuses on the amount. I have been reading for 2 hours focuses on the activity and the time. Let us do one more side-by-side comparison for our listeners. Let us imagine my friend Sarah is doing some work on her house. She is painting her living room walls blue. Okay, that is a fun project. Let us say Sarah finishes the whole room, and it looks beautiful. She puts her paintbrushes away. In that case, Sarah would say, "I have painted the living room." She uses the present perfect because the job is 100% finished, and the result is a lovely blue room. But what if Sarah is still holding her paintbrush? She has paint on her clothes, only 2 walls are blue, and she is taking a short break. Then she would say, "I have been painting the living room all afternoon." She uses the present perfect continuous because the job is not finished and she is still in the middle of the activity. I think that paints a very clear picture for our listeners. Pun totally intended. You are all doing so wonderfully following along with us today. Yes, you are. We are very proud of you for studying these grammar rules. Now, we have one small, special rule to share before we finish the lesson. Ah, yes, the special rule about state verbs. This is a very important detail, but it is easy to remember once you hear it. State verbs are verbs that describe a state of being, a feeling, or a thought. Examples of state verbs are know, like, love, hate, and believe. We do not normally use state verbs in any continuous tense. That means we do not add ing to them in this context. Exactly. For example, think about your best friend. You cannot say, "I have been knowing him for 5 years." That is incorrect in English. Instead, you must use the normal present perfect tense, even though it describes time. You must say, "I have known him for 5 years." The same is true for the verb like. You would say, "I have liked chocolate since I was a child." You would never say, "I have been liking chocolate." It is a small rule, but it will make your English sound very natural and fluent. Just remember that feelings and thoughts usually stay in the simple present perfect. You are doing a fantastic job, everyone. Let us take a moment to do a short, simple recap of all the main ideas we talked about today. Great idea, Emma. First, we learned that both of these tenses connect the past to the present moment. They show that past actions still matter right now. Second,
We learned that the present perfect focuses on a finished result. It answers the questions, how many or how much.
For example, I have written 3 emails. The emails are finished, and the number is 3. The result is complete.
Third, we learned that the present perfect continuous focuses on an ongoing activity. It answers the question, how long?
For example, I have been writing emails all morning. The action of writing was continuous, and I might still write more.
And finally, we learned the special rule about state verbs. We do not use verbs like know, love, or believe in the continuous ing form.
That is a perfect summary, Emma. See what I did there? I used the word perfect.
Very clever, Daniel. We hope this conversation has made these 2 tenses feel much easier and friendlier for you. You really can master them with just a little time.
We highly encourage you to practice a little bit every single day. Daily practice is the secret to building your confidence and your fluency in English.
Even if you just practice for 5 minutes a day, it makes a huge difference. Try writing down 2 sentences about your own day using these new tenses.
For example, write down 1 thing you have finished today and 1 thing you have been doing all day. It is a wonderful way to connect the grammar to your real life.
We believe in you, and we know you can do it. Learning a language takes patience, but every small step brings you closer to your goal.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us on the Learn English Hub podcast today. It is always an absolute joy to help you on your English journey.
If you enjoyed this episode, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Leaving a like or a comment really helps us create more free lessons for you.
We would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us where you are listening from, and maybe share one of your practice sentences with us.
Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your week, everyone. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and never give up on your goals.
Goodbye for now, friends. We will see you in the next lesson. Stay safe and keep learning.